everyone, it is Rosalind, and today's video is about the long gowns versus short gowns. So, when you're going to compete for a pageant, probably for the first time or the second or whatnot, you're always debating on whether or not you want to do a short gown or a long gown. That is, if your pageant permits either of the two. Now, a lot of people want to know what are some of the differences between, having a short gown or a long gown on stage. So I'm going to go ahead and briefly describe those differences. And then I will go ahead and review, where to get dresses if you're on a budget, and different places that you can look for to search for gowns that might be, within your budget, might be cheap, if you're trying to do a pageant and not spend a lot, etc., etc. Alrighty, so short gowns. Short gowns are very pretty. These can be like cocktail gowns, little party dresses, A-line dresses. They're actually very cute and can be great on several young ladies, but can also not be that wonderful on other young ladies. First thing, short gowns, like I said, they are very pretty. If you're a very tall individual, probably have very long legs, a short gown may not be for you. The reason being, the short gown, some of the issues that you may run into are the length. Some short gowns can be a little too short, and when you're wearing them on stage, remember, your judges may be down below. They're not at eye level with you, they're below you. And if you're wearing a short gown, you don't want something that's too short that might run the risk of things that shouldn't be seen might become seen, especially when you do turns or you're doing a twirl. You want to be careful of those things. Those can be point deductions. The other thing with short gowns, if you're a tall individual, is you don't want it to look awkward. You don't want to wear a short gown and there be this much from where the gown ends, if it's above the knee and it's a little short, and then all the way up, and all you have at the bottom is your legs. That might be a little strange. For tall girls, I would say definitely go for a long formal gown. It looks very elegant. It really elongates your height. It looks wonderful. And you don't have a focus on your legs. You have a focus on the gown and how you're presenting it. That's why if you're a taller individual, a short gown may not be the route for you. Definitely go the long gown route. Now, some of the good things about long gowns, let's say you're having trouble perfecting the pretty feet or the pageant model tee, whatever you may call it, having a long gown helps hide that. So in turn, you don't have to worry about, am I doing the right position? Are my feet at the right time? As long as you're somewhat doing it, you'll be fine. But if you have the long gown, you can slightly do it and it'll still look just as right. Another good thing about a long gown is, again, the heel height. So let's say you're not comfortable wearing very, very high heels. Again, you can hide that with a longer gown. Granted, you don't want a gown that reaches all the way to the floor and you might trip on it. You want something that with maybe a 2-inch heel, the shoe isn't showing, but you're not going to step on it. You want to be in that kind of equal level playing field. High lows. High lows, if you're kind of stuck in the middle and you would look great in a short gown, but you'd also look wonderful and classy in a long gown, go with a high-low. Make sure the high-low, again, the low part is appropriate. You want it to be long enough. I would say something probably about the knees, and then going longer through the back would be just as perfect. Now, if you are someone that you are extremely confident with your Model T stance, you're not extremely tall, and you're kind of at that level where you can wear either dress, then you can sport a short gown. It would be great on you. You just have to know how to sell it to judges, because the classic pageant gown is a long formal gown. So if you're going to go for a short gown, know how to sell it to them. Know how to really look graceful in it. Don't look like you're gonna go out to a party and walk very rough. You want to glide with it. So you want to practice gliding with it. If you can't get it down, go the long gown route. Gowns on a budget. So let's say you're on a budget and you don't know where to get a gown. I don't know if you know this, but JCPenney has an excellent clearance, and so does Sears and Dillard's. They have fantastic clearance specials after prom season. And generally, that's the time when pageants start to kick in. So grabbing a gown from the clearance section can be your best friend. I know my prom gown, which I ended up using for a pageant once, it only cost me about $15. So You know, it can happen. You can find cheap gowns. You can also go to stores. You know, if you're going the short gown route, you can go to stores like Kohl's. This beautiful bedazzled short gowns that you can wear. Again, you can find them on sale on a clearance rack. You can go to a dress consignment shop. For those of you who are first-time pageant contestants, look up different groups on Facebook. There's Teen Scene Pageant Consignment. There's Miss and Mrs. Pageant Consignment. People are always looking to sell their pre-owned gowns that they've maybe only worn once. Maybe the gown won on stage. And you can always get a really good deal because these gowns have already been worn. It doesn't have to be a brand new gown for a pageant. You can go to a consignment shop in your hometown, or like I said, you can look at those Facebook groups. Your other best friend might be eBay. eBay, people are looking to just get rid of their items, and you can also get a great deal on gowns there too. I hope this video has provided you with a little bit of insight and kind of select your gown for formal wear. And I really hope that for those of you who, you know, already knew your gown, but you're really thinking about the budget thing, kind of gave you a little more of an insight on where to look. See you in the next video.